Hey everyone, welcome. If you are tuning in, whether you're sitting in a car, wrapped up in a blanket at home, or maybe just pacing around your room because your chest feels a little tight today, I just want to say thank you for hitting play. You're here, I'm here, and for the next 20 minutes or so, we don't have to fix everything. We just have to be right here. So if you've followed my other content or my self-love space, you know I care deeply about the human heart and how we heal. But I wanted to start this separate space, this specific podcast, because honestly, anxiety is its own kind of beast. It's loud and heavy. And it loves to tell you stories about the future that haven't even happened yet. I mean, let's be real for a second. We've all been there. You're trying to just have a normal day, and suddenly your mind starts racing, your shoulders are up by your ears, and you feel like you're running a marathon while you're sitting perfectly still. I know that feeling so well. I know what it's like to feel trapped in your own head, just wondering when the fog is finally going to clear. And that is exactly why we're doing this. This isn't a lecture. I'm not here to read you a textbook. I'm just a human being walking this path with you, sharing the tools that actually pull us back to earth when the storm hits. So let's just make a little agreement right now, you and me. For the rest of this episode, you don't have to perform. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to let yourself exist. Now, during this podcast, you may hear my cat meow in the background. You may hear my 9-year-old daughter run through the house. You may hear some of my life going on in the background. I have chosen not to edit those parts because I want you to feel at home. I want you to feel at ease. I don't want there to be any pressure here. Not in this space. This space is for us. It's for you and me. It's not for the rest of the world to see. It's for us to heal. And that's exactly what we're going to begin doing today. Deep today. We need to set a container, a safe little bubble for us to work in. And if you're driving, obviously, keep your eyes on the road, please. But if you're somewhere safe, I want you to just take a quick inventory of where you are right now. Look around the room. Adjust your physical space if you need to. If your jaw is clenched, and go ahead and check because it probably is. Just let it drop. Unclench your teeth. Lower and relax your shoulders. Take a deliberate, audible breath in and out. We rush through everything, don't we? We rush our healing. We rush our work. We rush our thoughts. So right now, we are intentionally slowing the clock down. We're stretching the time. There's absolutely no rush here. Let's start with something incredibly simple, but incredibly powerful. We'll call it getting your feet on the ground.
Wherever you are sitting or standing, I want you to bring your awareness all the way down to the soles of your feet. If you can take off your shoes, awesome. If not, that's totally fine too. Just feel the weight of your feet pressing against the ground. Think about it for a second. No matter how fast your mind is spinning, the floor beneath you is perfectly still. It isn't moving. It isn't shaking. It is entirely solid. And it's holding you up without you having to ask it to. Let's just notice that contact. Feel the heels, the arches, the toes. If your mind tries to pull you back into a worry, that's okay. That's just what brains do. Gently tell it, hey, not right now. And bring your attention right back down to the floor. You are anchored. You are heavy in your seat. You're physically here, in this exact room, in this exact moment. The future can wait. You know, I think one of the hardest things about anxiety is that we get anxious about being anxious. It turns into this loop. You feel a little flutter in your chest, and then your brain goes, oh no, what's wrong? Why do I feel this way? Is something bad about to happen? And suddenly, a tiny physical sensation turns into a massive mental emergency. But what if we change the narrative? What if, instead of fighting the anxiety, or treating it like an enemy that we have to defeat, we just acknowledged it? Next time you feel that tightness or that restlessness, try saying to yourself, either out loud or in your head, something like, okay, I see you, anxiety. I feel you. My nervous system is just trying to protect me right now, even if it's overreacting. But I'm actually safe right here. It sounds a little weird at first, I know. But when you stop fighting the feeling, it loses a lot of its power over you. You shift from being trapped inside the storm to the person watching the storm pass by from a safe window. Let's back that up with some breath. Now, we hear about breathing exercises all the time, but rarely do we ever just stop and do them thoroughly. Let's try it together right now. We're going to do a simple, steady inhale for 4 seconds, a gentle hold at the top, and a really slow, sighing exhale out of the mouth for a count of 6. The long exhale is the secret code that tells your brain it's safe to calm down. Let's empty all that air out first. Exhale fully. Now, breathe in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top. Just a gentle pause. And let it go out of the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. Inhale deep Filling up the belly. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Feel that stillness. And sigh it away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, in through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Hold. And release. Let your shoulders drop and relax. 5, 6. Last one. Make it the deepest one yet. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it, soaking in that air. And just let everything go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now just let that energy settle. Just let your breathing come back to whatever its natural rhythm is. Don't try to control it. Just notice how your body feels right now, especially compared to when you first tuned in. Even if it's just a tiny bit lighter, that's a massive win. Now that we've slowed things down a little bit, and our bodies are a little more settled, I want to talk about something really important. Because when we're in the thick of anxiety, it's so easy to start judging ourselves. We think, why am I like this? Why can't I just be normal? Why is my body overreacting to everything? But I want you to hear me on this. Really hear me. Your nervous system isn't broken. It's just responding. Think about that for a second. It is not broken. That alarm you feel when you walk into a crowded room, or when your phone rings, or when you're just sitting on the couch and a wave of panic hits you out of nowhere, that isn't a failure on your part. It's just information. Your body is trying to tell you a story. It's saying, hey, I feel overwhelmed right now. I'm just trying to keep us safe. Honestly, it's a beautifully designed system that is just misinterpreting the room. So instead of getting mad at your body for sounding the alarm, we can learn to say thank you for trying to protect me. But we are actually okay right now. You aren't defective. You're just wired for survival. And that brings us to triggers. Oh, the triggers. We all have them, right? And usually when we get triggered, we feel like we're being punished. We feel like we took 10 steps backward in our healing. But what if we decided that triggers are actually teachers and not punishments? Every single time you get triggered and you catch it, every time you notice your chest tightening and you choose to stop, bring your awareness to your feet on the floor and take a conscious breath, you are literally rewiring your brain in real time. You aren't just a passive victim to your anxiety anymore. You are the co-creator of your own personal experience. You are actively participating in your own healing, one breath and one moment at a time. Every trigger is just a new classroom, a new opportunity to show up for yourself. So give yourself some grace today. You are doing a lot better than you think. We're coming to the end of our time together today. But remember, that groundedness you feel right now, you built that. I didn't give it to you. A script didn't give it to you. You did that. Just by showing up for yourself and choosing to slow down. This podcast is going to be a regular space for us to just step away from the noise, practice these real-time tools, and gently retrain our minds to find the calm in the middle of the chaos. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me. If this felt like a breath of fresh air for you, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next session. Take care of yourself today. Keep your feet on the floor. Remember to breathe. And I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.